So we are dealing with a little bit of drama. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a talk on drama and how to help you guys manage drama. And it kind of just comes with being in junior high and, you know, 4th, 5th grade or so into junior high. And so it's been a while since we've talked about like teamwork and leadership and how to manage drama. And so it's kind of time for a talk. So we're going to talk about some stuff, give you guys some skills on how to mitigate your drama. You guys know what that word means? What does mitigate mean?
Minimize, basically.
Like kind of take out, to minimize it, to make it less. Yeah. So I'm going to give you guys some skills on how to mitigate drama and to kind of set some expectations of what I expect. So as your teacher and the studio owner, it's kind of hard because I have a lot more control of like what happens within the dance studio, more so than what happens when you guys are outside of the dance studio. And so I think we're pretty clear on like what our expectations are when you guys are here within the studio or representing the studio when we're at competition or at a performance. But what I really want you guys to understand is that I consider every single person in this room a leader. And I consider every single person in this room a representation of the studio all the time. So when you're at school or when you're at the grocery store, whether you have on an East County shirt or jacket or not, I consider you guys not only a representation of the dance studio, but a representation of me and my values and the things that I want to teach you. So what we expect here within the dance studio and how you guys behave is the same way that we expect you guys to behave at school or at a slumber party or at Great America or wherever you are, okay? So I want to make sure that we're really clear on a couple of things and to give you guys some tools to make it easier for you to navigate junior high. Because let's face it, sometimes it sucks. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So first of all, it's really easy. These are our rules at the studio. There's only 2. These are the same rules I have in my house. Like in my home, for my children and my family. Like, this is it. There are 2 rules. There are 2 rules at my house, and there are 2 rules at my studio. You be kind and you work hard. That's it. Those are the only 2 rules that you ever have to worry about following in life to be successful. To be a successful person, to be a successful friend, to be in a successful relationship later on in life, to be a successful co-worker. Only 2 rules. Be kind and work hard. There's nothing else. There's no other rule that you need. You know, you could add things on the list like pick up after yourself. Well, that's working hard and being kind. You can add, you know, telling the truth and be honest. Well, that's being kind. You can add, you know, give back to your community. Well, that's being kind. There is nothing else that needs to go on this list except for be kind and work hard. So everything that you say, every conversation that you have, you need to ask yourself, am I kind? Am I being kind? And maybe you need to ask your friend, are you being kind? Tyler, are you being kind? Like, sometimes we need reminders because we're not perfect. But you are accountable to each other, and you are accountable to each other to remind each other of the 2 rules to be a part of the studio is to be kind and work hard, no matter what. So tell me those 2 rules.
Be kind and work hard.
That was lame. Try again.
Be kind and work hard.
That was still kind of lame. Do you guys actually believe it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Be kind and work hard. Like that is all you ever have to worry about. So I have a couple of quotes up here that I actually have these quotes like up in my office. I have a lot of things like peppering the walls in my office. When I say my office, I mean my bedroom because I don't really have my own office because I have too many kids for my house. So, great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. Nobody wants to have a small mind in this room, right? okay? If you sit around and talk about people, that is a small-minded thing to do. That's what I think. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. And that is a fact of life, guys. You get to choose who you want to be. You get to choose if you want to be a great mind, if you want to be average, or if you want to be a small mind. That is totally up to you on who you want to be. Okay? I think each one of you are intelligent and have great minds and great ideas and lots to share, and really should be too busy to be talking about anybody. In my personal opinion, you guys have a lot to offer and should be bigger than worrying about sitting around talking about other people. So here's my little tools for you guys here. So we're gonna talk about gossip a little bit. I'm gonna check my notes here. We're gonna talk about gossip, and we're gonna talk about how to manage gossip. So first thing, I'm gonna come back to this at some point. People are gonna talk about you forever. They're gonna talk about you in junior high. They're gonna talk about you in high school. They're gonna talk about you as an adult. People talk about me all the time, and people say some nasty things about me all the time. The more successful you are, the more outspoken you are, the more people like to say mean things about you. And you just have to not care. So we're gonna talk about that a little more in a minute. So right now I'm talking about gossip. So these are our three friends. Hi friends, hi friends. My fantastic artwork. You like Mary's bangs? I like Mary's bangs. Yeah, they're a little creepy, but whatever. So we have three friends. We have three friends, Sally, Mary, and Claire. I don't know if I could get this on the video. That's all right. We have three friends. We have Sally, Mary, and Claire. They hang out at lunchtime. You can put whatever names with these people as you want. Sally, Mary, and Claire work well for me. So I'm going to give you a couple of scenarios here. Sally is having a really terrible day. She is mad at the world. Her pencil broke. She put her underwear on backwards. She fell out of the car and spilled her coffee on her white dress. She stepped in dog poop. A bird pooped on her on the way to school. Like, the worst day. Poor Sally is having the worst day. She forgot her homework. She didn't study for a test. Her life is a hot mess. Do you guys, everybody has a little bit of an inner Sally. Yeah. Some days are better than others. So Sally is in a nasty mood. Says something horrible and mean to her friend Mary. Horrible and mean to her friend Mary. Mary did not deserve it. Mary's feelings are hurt. Mary tells Claire, "Oh my God, Sally is a whatever you would like to call Sally.
Mean person.
Sally is a mean, nasty person, and I hate her guts, and we just need to not invite her to the sleepover or whatever. Because she was so mean to me. At lunchtime, we need to not sit with Sally, whatever, okay? So Sally has had a nasty bad day, was mean to Mary. Mary did nothing to deserve it. Mary vented to Claire that Sally hurt her feelings. Claire then went back to Sally and said, "You know what Mary told me? Who's the problem in this situation?" Claire! Claire is the problem. Claire didn't have to go back to Sally and say, "Oh my God, you know what Mary told me?" Because you know why? Sally had a bad day and is human. And Mary had a bad day and is human. Sally acted badly towards Mary. Mary vented to her friend in confidence. Claire should have kept her mouth shut. Claire is the problem. Put your hand down. This is not a question and answer period, handsome man. Claire is the problem. Let's go with the different scenario here. Mary tells Sally a secret. A very personal secret. Sally has a terrible lapse in judgment, makes a giant mistake, cannot keep the secret in, and tells Claire. That is kind of the lowest of the low. But you want to know what's even worse? When Claire goes back and tells Mary that Sally told her the secret. Who's the problem? Claire! Claire is the problem. But Claire shouldn't have spread it. It should have stopped with Claire. Claire has a choice. Claire had a choice that she could have been the leader and just collected that information. She could have collected the information that Mary told her when she vented to her about Sally. She could have collected the information that Sally told Mary's secret. She could have just collected it and kept her mouth shut and been a collector of this information and not stirred the pot. Claire is the problem. Here is another scenario. Mary is nasty. She's just a nasty person. She just is saying some nasty things. She's going through a nasty phase in her life. She's not happy about anything. Let's say that Mary's parents are getting a divorce. Or her mom or dad, like who knows? Let's say that something bad is happening in Mary's life, and right now she is just in an ugly phase, and just making everybody's life miserable. She decides that she's going to be super nasty and spread all these rumors about Sally to Claire. She's going to make up all this stuff about Sally. She is very jealous. Sally, to her, looks like she has everything that she wants in her life. Her parents are great. She has these great siblings. They have money. They have all these special clothes. She's going to have a car. She's this great dancer. Blah, 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 blah. In Mary's eyes, Sally is like perfect and she hates her. It happens, you guys. Mary's going through a tough time in her life. Mary's life sucks right now. So she's going to take it out on Sally, and she's going to talk a bunch of hooey and make up a bunch of stuff about Sally because she's jealous and thinks Sally's life is great. And she's going to tell Claire all this stuff about Sally. Claire runs into Sally at school. Come be Sally for me. Oh my God, Sally. I am totally just telling you this because I'm your friend. And if somebody was saying this about me, I would totally want you to know. And I'm your friend and I care about you. And so I need to tell you what Sally said about you. Yeah, she's down. BS. Pile of BS. Claire is nobody's friend. I'm going to give you some advice. If anybody comes to you and says, oh my God, I am your friend, and if it was me, I would totally want to know. So I'm going to tell you what so-and-so said about you. You need to be like, back off, you're not my friend. Bye. If Claire was truly Sally's friend, she would never tell her something that would hurt her. If Claire truly wanted Sally to be happy and cared about her feelings, she would never circle back and tell Sally what Mary said about her. That's not what a true friend is. The only reason why Claire wanted to tell Sally what Mary said about her was to hurt Sally's feelings. So when to you and says, I only want to tell you this because I'm your friend and I love you, and I really think that you want to know, that is hurting their feelings. Don't be that person. Don't be that person that goes to your so-called friends and says, oh my gosh, I have to tell you this because if somebody said this about me, I would so want to know. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't want to know. You wouldn't want to know because it hurts your feelings. Don't do that. Be a collector. You're going to hear a lot of stuff. You're going to hear a lot of information about a lot of different people. Some of it's going to be true. A lot of it, probably most of it, is not going to be true. Sometimes people lie intentionally. Sometimes people say things that are not true but aren't necessarily trying to lie. They just don't have all the information. You stop talking. So please just know, be the collector. Don't share it. Don't be Claire. Claire's the problem. Claire's the problem, but Claire is also pretending to be everybody's friend. That's not being somebody's friend. If Claire really truly was Mary and Sally's friend, she would look at Mary when Mary was talking badly, or she would look at Sally when Sally was talking badly, and she would say, we don't do that here. We don't do that here. If you're friends with somebody, you don't talk about them. Period. You guys are a team. You are one big giant team. You guys all have something common. You have a common goal. Y'all want to do well. You want to score well, you want to grow, you want to be better dancers, you want to be better people, you want to get better. Okay, that is your common goal. If you can't work together with respect in a respectful manner, you're not going to reach your common goal. Let me look at my notes here. I don't want to miss anything. So, what happens if you're the person that's being gossiped about? Ignore it. Blair actually has a lot of leadership. You guys talk about a lot of leadership in your house, huh? Yeah. I love your mom. We speak the same language. So there's this thing, what does it say? What does that mean?
You choose to be confident.
What does that mean that you choose to be confident?
Like, you don't have to be confident, but if you can make the decision to be if you want to.
So a lot of people think that confidence is just something that you have or don't have. You're either born with confidence or you're not born with confidence, or, you know, it's like this magic thing that, like, you know, you just kind of throw it out in the room and it sticks on some people and doesn't stick on other people. That's not how confidence works. Confidence is a choice. Confidence is a practice, and confidence is a skill. Now, you can choose to get better at any skill. You could be a better speaker, a better student, a better dancer, a better athlete. You can be a better confident person, a better confident person, a more confident person. You have to practice it. Gossip is not a way to practice confidence. So if you would like to be a confident person, you have to practice being a confident person. Okay? So, if you're the person being gossiped about, you really have to think about what is happening in that person's life to make them be so unconfident that they have to talk about you. Okay? Because if somebody is gossiping about you, it's really not about you. It's about them. And their need to feel included. Or their need, sometimes people gossip and say crazy things just because they need something to say. Because they feel like they don't have anything else important to say. So the person who's gossiping is the person who's not feeling really important. Okay, like they don't really have anything else to add. So when sometimes when you're like looking for something to add or something to say or to have something of value, you pick the easiest thing, which is to talk badly about another person. Okay, you all have value. You all have worth just because you're you. You don't have to be anything else. Simply because you are born and you are on this earth, you are worthy. You don't have to be anything. You don't have to have anything. You're still worthy. You're worthy of love, you're worthy of respect, you're worthy of success, and you're worthy of greatness. Nobody can take that away from you, no matter what they say or what they do. My goal is for you to be strong and confident regardless of what anybody says. I want you to be so strong and so confident that nothing anybody says matters to you. So, I mean, let's think about this. Really, truly, like, who do you care about what they think about you in your life? Like, for me, I care about how my students perceive me. I want you guys to know that I have integrity and that I am a good leader. I want to make sure that my kids think well of me, that my family thinks well of me, that the team that I lead thinks well of me. Those are the people that matter to me, of whose opinions matter to me. Some random person who I've never met who thinks that, my dance studio is too big or that I steal students from other dance studios, I don't care what they say about me. What do I care? The person on Yelp who complains that it was too hot the day of the recital, I cannot care less. Okay, those people don't matter. What they say about me does not matter. What they think about me does not matter. And honestly, even if somebody who was close to me and who I loved, if they did end up thinking bad about me, that's not my problem. When people say or think negative things about you, that is not your problem. That's their problem. Because if they can't see how fantastic you are, just how you are as you, that is their problem, not yours. Do you guys understand that? Yeah? When you get to a point where you have so much confidence that other people's words can't hurt you, it makes you untouchable. You can't be bullied if you don't let somebody bully you. You can't be bullied if somebody tries to tell you that you're, fat, ugly, and stupid, and you're like, whatever. The person who decides how those words stick or how those words feel is you. You get to decide if what somebody says has weight, has glue. You get to decide whether the words stick to you or not. Words can't hurt you if you don't let it. You can choose to be confident and you can choose to be untouchable. But that's up to you on how you want to spend your time and your energy. So we're gonna play a game. We're gonna play a game. Where's my favorite pen? There it is. All right. So I have 2 blank pieces of, I have 4 blank pieces of paper up there. This whole shenanigans is gonna fall. Okay. So I have 4 blank pieces of paper and I have more paper if we need it. So let's start out by making a list. I want you guys to tell me, what does a confident person do? Maddie.
Warm Buffett.
What else? Yes.
Respect themselves.
Oh, I love that.
They don't let words hurt them.
Say it again.
They don't let words hurt them.
Brooklyn.
Be confident.
Yes, a confident person is confident. You're so right. They choose confidence. Yeah? Kyla. What?
They hang out with the people that truly love them and pick them up when they fall.
Oh man, that is so wise. Have you guys ever heard the saying? You are the sum of the 5 people that you hang out with the most. Have you guys ever heard that? No. Do you guys know what that means? No. What's a sum? Okay. So if you're hanging out with somebody, if you're hanging out with 5 people, and 4 out of the 5 people are like negative and gossipy, what are you going to become?
Negative and gossipy.
So you need to surround yourselves with other confident people. My spelling, not good. And I write like a serial killer, so you know, together. I've got challenges, Blair. I have challenges. Cam. Can we talk about that really quick? There's 2 different kinds of leadership. There's this person. These are all the other people. Okay? These are the people. You're like this. No, that's not one person. That is a grouping of people. So there's this person who likes to yell down at all these people and thinks they are above everybody else. Then there's this person. These are all people. It looks like a pizza. This is the person who is holding everybody up. This is the person who is doing for themselves last. This is the person who will do for everybody else around them before they ask for anything for themselves. This is what you call a servant leader. Okay? This is the person who makes sure that everybody else is taken care of before they take care of themselves. Probably your mom. Okay. So they show leadership. But what kind of leadership does a confident person portray? Servant leadership. I'm probably spelling that wrong too. And because I write like a serial killer, so you can't even read it. Let me go to Allie first.
They give compliments to people instead of bringing them down because they're jealous.
Yes. They raise everybody up. Yes?
Yes.
Shirley.
They spread positivity with everyone and themselves.
Maddie, I said I was going to come back to you.
They discuss ideas, not people.
Gabby.
They acknowledge
That people are human. They give grace. Yeah. Did you guys pick up on that?
Yeah.
Okay. You give a little grace and tolerance because people make mistakes. Listen, I'm going to tell, before we come back to this, a lot of times things happen and you take it super personally and think that, you know, it's about you, or people say things in general and you think it's about you, or you think that they set out to hurt you, okay? A lot of times that's not the case. Okay, remember the story of Sally and Mary, how Sally was just having like just the poopiest day ever, and she snapped at Mary? It really didn't have anything to do with Mary. It really wasn't about Mary. It had nothing to do with Mary. Okay, there's a word I want you guys to learn. Somebody who thinks that everything is about them all the time is a narcissist. No, you are not a narcissist, Brooklyn. Whatever. Don't be a narcissist. It's really, most of the time, not about you. Yeah? So don't go in thinking that it is about you. And that's one way to help not let those words stick, is to think that it's not really about you. It's all right. It doesn't have anything to do with you. Anything else that a confident person does? Yes. They respect others. Yes.
They're kind and they work hard.
Oh, they're kind and they work hard.
They work hard.
McKenna.
They don't talk gossip about other people.
Oh, ignore gossip. I knew it was on there.
Don't talk about other people.
Well, that's gossip. Yes? Yes? Yes.
I don't know if this counts, but your words matter.
Your words matter. Yeah. Well, your words matter, but they can't hurt me.
Yeah.
So I'm mindful of the words that I say, but the words that you say aren't going to hurt me, because they're just words. Caitlin. Why? Because you're worthy no matter what. You don't have to be anything else but yourself. Who haven't I heard from? I haven't heard from Jackson.
Okay, this might be wrong, but
There's never a wrong answer.
okay. So they have a growth mindset.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
What do you say?
They have a growth mindset.
Instead of fixed.
Do you guys know what that is?
Yeah.
Good. Honestly though, is there anybody who doesn't know what that is? Because I will totally explain it for you. Okay. So here's an example. People with a fixed mindset think you are born a talented dancer, and you only have up to that talent for your growth. You're either talented or you're not, and that's it. They don't have the mindset of no matter how hard you work is what your success is going to be. So a fixed mindset says that you are limited by the talents you were born with and the gifts you were born with. Somebody with a growth mindset thinks there is no limitations to what I can do as long as I work hard and I can make it happen. Okay, I'm going to move on to a different type of list. Tell me something. So we talked about what confident people do. Tell me some things that confident people don't do. Maddie.